Left-hander Brian Flynn is ready to go. His first pitch of the night is over on the outside corner for a strike. Quickly 0-1. Well, you went 1 for 5 in last night's ballgame, singled his second time up, and he rips a ground ball right at Darryl George, who takes it to the bag himself. 1 up, 1 down, 2 pitches, and an out. Good start, Josh, for Brian Flynn. Next pitch, good breaking ball. Nasty slider from Brian Flynn. And that is out number 2. First punch out of the season for Flynn. Song over at first base today. Drives one out to deep center field. Robson gives chase at the wall, makes the grab on the warning track, and the inning is over. Payoff. Line drive, or a sinking liner into right center, but there is the right fielder, Kim, to put it away. 1 up, 1 down in the bottom of the first for the shutout in last night's ball game, striking out 12 aces in the process. Robson chases a breaking ball down and in, so he's gone for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Jang.
He's just a positive guy.
3-1 ripped down the left field line into the corner. George, a big turnaround first. He's heading for second. It's mishandled in left by O, and Darryl George pulls into second. A stand-up two-bagger with swagger for Darryl George.
But him to provide that kind of offensive spark. Hard hit right down the third base line. You got to love that from George in his first at-bat.
Growing up a Phillies fan, getting a chance to talk to a Phillies prospect here in Melbourne, pretty cool. Next pitch to Burke is a called strike 3. He doesn't like the call. Looked a little bit low, but Burke is down on 3 pitches, and the inning is over. Mincy really solid in the season opener. 2-strike pitch on the ground to first. Darryl George is there, and once again he'll take it to the bag himself. Top of the second starts the same way the top of the first did, with a 3 unassisted putout. Keep an eye on that, see if it changes later in the game or if they keep it as an error. Here, this could be a double play. To second, Dale to short, over to first, not in time. 4-6 fielder's choice gets the lead runner. Jong, the base runner at first, he reached on a fielder's choice. Next pitch, a called strike 3, and a slow walk off the mound for Brian Flynn. Easy does it there in the second inning, his second punch out of the game. A look at second, big lead for Osborne, throw behind him, and they got him.
Sneak his way into third base. Doesn't seem like he caught the eyes.
Next pitch to Matt, takes a called strike 3, strikeout number 3 for Jang. Peter Moylan, the current manager, is number 6. Breaking ball, a called strike 3, nasty pitch there from Jang Jae-young. Back-to-back punch-outs, 4 in the game, 2 more in the inning.
In today's contest early on, and a high percentage of them have gone for strikes. 2-2, wave and a whiff, strike 3. Yu Sung Pin reaches for a slider, can't connect.
Flynn went with the breaking stuff to get ahead.
And it seems like O's got the power bat going. No power there. Fooled him on a breaking ball. Inside, called strike 3. 2 runners in scoring position for Geelong. The 0-2. Hit on a line, past the diving Darryl George at first base, and that's a run for Geelong-Korea. Another run sprinting around third. He will score. That's Kim Ju-sung, who almost collided with Flynn. Song Chan-oi delivers once again a 2-out, 2 RBI single to give Korea the lead.
Stayed on the pitch and just drove it where it was pitched. Yeah, nice strong throw from Burke out in right field, because I didn't think that play was even going to be close at home plate.
Kim Ju-sung off on contact. There really was no chance to get him. Song goes to second base, pitching for a strike. The throw in time. Matt O'Neill guns down Song Chan-oi, and that is a big way to end the inning. Here's the 1-2. Whitefield lets it go. Called strike 3.
I'm impressed with the breaking pitches in the arsenal for Jang.
And here he is. 1-2 count, 1 out in the third. Swing and a miss called, and that is a strike 3. 2 straight punch-outs for Jang Jae-young.
Sooner than later. You know, with as aggressive as he is, seeing different looks from different GK pitchers.
Now the 0-1. That is hammered, but right to the shortstop. Veered on a bounce by Park, flips to second, and that is the inning.
The opening shot coming back from the break. I mean, that's living right there.
And the first pitch of the inning is rocketed out to shallow center in between a whole bunch of players, and Jacob Robson robs Kim Sa-Kwan of a blue pit.
The outfield between Robson, the left fielder Osborne, and the shortstop Khalil. Jacob taking charge. Going after that as the captain of the outfield. Take a look at the replay.
Now the 2-0 from Flynn. Hit off the end of the bat to second base. Fielded and firing over to first is Ryan Dale for the second out of the inning.
Because I was unprepared last night. I was freezing all game.
High chopper over to short, easily fielded by Khalil. Flips to second, and the inning. Burke is one of them, a couple of guys that I had the pleasure of covering during the minor league season as Burke lays down a beautiful bunt down the first base line, but quickly picked up for the out. Kim Ki-yun read that incredibly well.
Trashing Chris for being slow or anything, but I'm just saying that, the catcher, Kim Ki-yun, he got on a huge, he fielded that really well, good footwork.
Now Kim deals. Hit on the ground to second base. 4-3 to end the inning. Saho Chow to Sung Chan Oi.
Darryl George's first inning double and Jared Cruz with a single in inning number 3. Fly ball to right, and there is the right fielder, Burke. The man we were just talking about. A postseason game for the Aces during that championship run. Gets a swing and a miss there, and that is out number 2 of the 5th. Strikeout number 5 for Brian Flynn. Pitches from Flynn and Josh, you mentioned earlier in the game. A good mix of pitches from Brian tonight. Had one of those light and easies before the game. I mean, they're doing a good job of fueling the players on the field and us up in the broadcast booth. Ground ball to short. Handled by Khalil on a couple hops over to first. Darryl George handles it at the bag. And it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Brian Flynn. One might say it was a light and easy. There's a line drive ripped right at the shortstop, Park. And that's out number 1 of the 5th.
It isn't today. We've seen a bunch of those balls just hit right at them. That was a really well hit line drive.
1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for the young right-hander. Blew it by George Khalil there for out number 2.
But that's not what Jung Jae Young is doing tonight. Wiping something off on the seat of his pants.
3-2 again, popped up right side of the diamond. The first baseman, Song, camps under. It makes the grab in foul ground, and that ends the inning. So he's been around the plate. 2-2 pitch, another slider. Will appeal down to third base. No, it won't matter. The home plate umpire, Ian Gavin, says he went around. Another punch out for Brian Flynn. He's racking them up.
Doesn't look like anyone is going for Melbourne in that bullpen.
Hard hit line drive to center, but Robson's there a few steps to his left.
And not much you can do about that slider, I'll tell you.
There's another one right there. Second punch out of the inning for Brian Flynn. Another 1-2-3 frame.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen,
but we've got a call to the bullpen for GK. It's a punt 123, a pitching change.
He's been at the ballpark early for BP. Just want to get his cuts in.
George drills one out to deep right center field. Jang gives chase, but he'll just turn and watch it fly. A game-tying 2-run home run for Darryl George. The Aces have their first 2 runs of the season. We are all knotted up at 2. Fire me up, Darryl George.
That's one of those that Burke was just out ahead of it as we're looking at that Darryl George homer. That went above the lining of the stadium.
On the left-handed hitting Chris Burke. Lefty lead delivers. Burke tried to check his swing. He could not. Ball in the dirt. The catcher, Kim, will pick it up, throw down to first to complete the strikeout with the 2-3 putout.
Fan bases across all sports played over here.
O'Neill, a hard chopper up the middle, knocked down by the pitcher Lee. Is able to recover and throw to first to get O'Neill for the second out of the inning.
Was able to put his glove on that. Take a look at the replay here. If he gets his glove on that, that's the inning-ending double play. That bounced right out of the glove of Lee Sung-wan. But just one out.
Lee has really slowed down his pace in the inning. But it doesn't matter there. He gets a punch out to end the frame. His second of the inning. And the threat is over for the Aces.
Evan Rutsky, the punt 1-2-3 pitching change. The left-hander out of Canada, former Yankees draft pick in the 16th round back in 2010, makes his first appearance of the 2022-2023 season. Rutsky catches him in a rundown. Throw goes to George, flips to second, and he's gone.
I mean, that's huge. Go ahead run on first base leading off the 7th inning. You're able to take care of him yourself, picking him off, and it's got to be pretty fun being a left-handed pitcher.
Payoff pitch, hit on the ground to short. This time Khalil fields it cleanly. And does he beat him? He does.
Great job of, once he fielded that, not, double pumping in his glove. Quick transfer, got it out quickly. And Darryl George, good footwork at the bag to stretch there.
And the payoff. Wave and a whiff, strike 3. There's the high fastball, and there's the strikeout from Rutsky to end off the inning. Pitcher on the hill for Geelong-Korea. Punt 1-2-3 pitching change brings in Oh Yun Song. And now the 0-2. The righty deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Cruz will come up, who's reached base in each of his 2 plate appearances. Infield is way back for the third baseman. The pitch, did he go? And he did. No appeal needed. Ian Gavin. Off goes Whitefield. Pitch misses for a ball. Whitefield in there easily. Aaron Whitefield brings a roar from the crowd. Robson with a go-ahead runner in scoring position. Look at that huge lead from Whitefield. A throw had to have been perfect. And now the payoff. We may see Whitefield head towards third. Here comes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 strikeouts for Oh Yun Song.
We've seen 3 lefties on the mound for the Aces tonight, and it makes sense with a left-handed, with a lefty-heavy lineup for the Geelong-Korea squad. So Peter Moylan going with the matchups tonight.
20 saves, 3.83 ERA. Called strike 3. A nasty breaking ball is a nice introduction to the Aces for Stephen Kent.
Another fresh live arm that the Aces were able to pick up and to join the club this season.
Kent, in his windup, kicks and deals. Called strike 3 again. Stephen Kent dares you to swing at it.
Yeah, it's in my scorebook, and I like seeing all the red on this side of the book. A lot of punch outs tonight.
Here's the payoff. And that one is hammered into the gap, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Robson reaches it quickly, but on to second is the runner. And the throw in just a bit late. Kim Ju-sung, a 2-out double to keep the inning alive for Geelong.
But yeah, that's a double either way.
Yeah,
but Robson, a good job getting to it quickly.
Really good reaction time from Jacob Robson, but not much he can do about it. 2-2 the score. Kent deals. That is hammered, but right to Darryl George. He scoops it on a couple of hops, sprints towards the bag, gets there in time. Darryl George, playing the hero for Melbourne, wins a race to the bag to finish the inning. Don't forget to come back right here to Aces TV for Game 3 of the opening round between Geelong-Korea and the Melbourne Aces.
Man can really swing the bat.
1-2. That one is sliced high in the air out to shallow center field. Coming on is Yuck, and he makes the catch.
Jang to read that and come in on it, run through the ball. That ball had a chance to fall. Taking a look at the replay right here. Good run from Jang, taking control out in center.
And the pitch. Hit on the ground to first. Scooped up by Sung Chan Oi, tags the bag, out number 2. And the Aces right now just need a base runner. All tied up.
Melbourne Aces left fielder, Jang.
1-2. Inside, called strike 3, and O'Neill does not like it.
In the 6th inning, and that's why we are here right now. So the ball is sent down the left field line and over the left field wall. So just as I was talking about how Darryl George tied the game a few innings ago, we are untied once again. A 3-2 lead for Geelong-Korea. Song Chan Oi has been a menace at the dish. He gives GK a 1-run lead. It's 3-2 in the top of the 9th.
Geelong retake the lead.
Talk about a no-doubt stolen base as we take a look at the no-doubt home run from Song Chan Oi. O'Neill had him by meters. No shot. that Kim Saw-Kwan was heading to second base safely there.
The GK squad looking for some insurance. Runner takes off, pitch is taken, throw down to second's a good one. No chance for the runner, Kim.
It certainly proved to be correct.
Swing and a miss there. Make it 2 outs and no one on as O'Neill slaps the tag on the batter Saw. Ryan Dale, George Khalil, and Jared Cruz. 3/4 of the Aces infield for the bottom of the 9th. And we'll head there next because Stephen Kent just picked up his 4th strikeout of the game. That is who is out to try to close this one out. Bottom 3 in the order for the Aces. They trail 3-2. Let's just forget about extras, Josh. Let's just win it here. Tapper off the plate. Tough play for the third baseman. Throws over to first. Nice play by Kim over to the bag. And Dale retired for the first out.
By Kim Ju-sung, but Dale just got the end of it. You can see that kind of slipped off the top of his bat. Ended up chopping it to third.
So Robbie Glendinning grabs a bat to make his Aces debut. Glendinning in for Khalil, so if this game goes any further, looks like Robbie will head in to play shortstop. Member of the Australian national team. Takes a cut and sends one up the middle, a base hit. So Glendinning's aboard as the tying run. Short leads for Glendinning and Cruz. 2-strike pitch, ripped into center field. Coming on is Jang to make the grab. Glendinning tags, here's the throw to the plate. Up the line, not in time. A sac fly for Aaron Whitefield. We are tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th.
As soon as he possibly could. We're going to take a look at the replay here, and you're not going to be able to see if Glendinning tagged in time, but it looked to me like it was plain and simple. Like, looking at the monitor is the only reason you could tell, because if you look at the field right now, it looks completely clear.
Next pitch to Robson. Ground ball to the right side, handled at second by Saw. He throws to first, and the inning is over. To set up the top half, the Aces will have the same situation in the bottom half. And there's a bunt from GK, and expected nothing less from a team that plays a lot of small ball bunting and running. With the infield in all the way around, the runner at second, Park has a huge lead. 2-2, foul tipped into the glove of O'Neill. Strike 3 and a big out number 2.
Nothing bigger than that. Getting Yusung Kim to swing at a high fastball.
Kent not out of it yet, but 2 strikes on the batter. Next pitch, popped up, right side of the diamond. This should get him out of it. Darryl George under it, calls for it, makes the grab, and the inning is over. Another look at second. Whitefield takes off for third. Pitch misses outside. Whitefield slides in safely at third. No throw. It's his second stolen base of the game, and the winning run is 90 feet away.
Look at the jump he gets. As soon as Han Sun-tae is in his windup.
1-2 pitch coming to Darryl George. Here it is. Ground ball down the third base line. They've got Whitefield caught in a rundown. Whitefield trying to get back to third base, and he won't be able to do that.
Smart base running play by Aaron Whitefield. It does give up the run right from home, but that was a tailor-made double play ball if Whitefield stayed at second base. So he went there just long enough to allow.
Han set on the mound. The right-hander delivers. Line drive into center field. Here comes Jang, makes the grab. Robson tags. The throw to the plate is a good one. And they get him at home. Robson is stunned. Everybody on the Aces side and the crowd is stunned as well. A late call from the home plate umpire, Ian Gavin. And it's an 8-2 double play to end the bottom of the 10th. We're going to take a look at the replay. Robson heading for the plate. And the tag, ooh, it was close. Jeremy Young, a scoreless 9th inning last night. Got a ground out, a line out, and a fly out. An easy 9th inning.
And this would be a big out here. 0-2. Wave and a whiff, strike 3. Jeremy Young spins him around, and Song Chan Oi is gone for the first at bat in the 11th.
Some dirt off his spikes. Jeremy Young was just doing the same there. That weather, the rain obviously affecting both pitchers.
2-1. High fly ball into shallow left field. Easy play for J.D. Osborne. No tag and 2 outs. Jeremy Young, very effective first 2 batters of the 11th.
You know, I was just telling you the other day I might have to grow a stash later in the season just to see how I compare to some of these guys.
It is Movember after all. 2-2. Wave and a whiff, strike 3. A fist pump from Jeremy Young and a strikeout bookends the 11th inning. So once again, international tiebreak rules here in extra innings. Unless we see a pinch runner, it'll be Chris Burke on second, J.D. Osborne on first. 3-3 the score in the 11th. Here's the bunt. High towards the third base side and a catch by Kim Ju-sung. Not a good bunt from Matt O'Neill.
That's a nice play by Kim, the third baseman, to range over and make that grab. He was playing in anyway, expecting the bunt.
Kim looks at second, deals. Swing and a miss. Ryan Dale fooled by an outside curveball, and there are 2 outs in the 11th inning. 1-1. That one is hit high in the air out to right field. Going back is Kim. He eases under it and makes the grab.
I just know that when you got that much on the screen there on a weather map, it's not good.
First pitch, diving stop by Daryl George. On to second for 1, but beating out the throw is Jong Jin Hook.
Yeah, these 3 Aces relievers have had traffic on the bases all night, and they've done a great job navigating through it.
Weekly hit to third. The throw will come home. Force out. On to first. Double play! The Melbourne Aces save a run and end the inning in one fell swoop. We are still tied here at Melbourne Ballpark. Bottom of the 12th, the Aces with another chance to walk it off. 1-2 now to Whitefield. Late on the heater, but still 2 more outs to play with for Melbourne. Well, this is the time to do so. 1-0. He swings right to the second baseman, bounces into the glove, home plate. Does Robson get there in time? He does. This game will continue. This inning will continue.
Tonight. But another chance for the man that everybody wants up at the dish, Daryl George.
And you got to think that 2 outs in the 12th. And that is hit high in the air, deep out to left field, on the track, and a leaping catch. George got just about all of it.
Kim Ju-sung and Oh Jang-han, the top 3 in the GK order, with Park Jung-hoon on second. Here's a good bunt. O'Neill has to go to first. 2-4 on the putout. It's a sacrifice bunt. A ball and 2 strikes. Young looking for his 3rd punch out of the game. Next pitch, fly ball into left center field. It's down in front of Osborne. 2 runs will score. It's a 2-run single for Kim Ju-sung. And Geelong takes a 5-3 lead in the top of the 13th. I like being in the broadcast booth. We always got a roof over our heads. Swing and a miss. A punch out for Jeremy Young. It's his 3rd of the game. 2 down now for the 4-hole hitter, Song Chan-oi. Played 36 games for the LG Twins in the KBO this season as a rookie. Hits one on the ground to short. Glendinning to second for the force out. The 6'4" fielder's choice ends the 13th. Daryl George, a deep drive towards the wall in left with the bases juiced and 2 down in the bottom of the 12th. First pitch from Ha. Burke grounds one through the hole into right field, a base hit. Station-to-station baseball for the Aces. Robson held at third. George stops at second. And now the winning run is at first base, and the line keeps moving. Here's J.D. Osborne, the left fielder. 2-strike pitch, ground ball to third, off the glove of Kim into shallow left. A run comes home for the Aces, and the tying run's at third base now. We'll see what the official ruling is on that, whether they scored a hit or an error. They're going to go with E5, and that's the right call there. Osborne over at first after reaching on the error. First pitch to O'Neill, fly ball right center field and deep. Giving chase is Jang. Kim's out there as well, and it lands. It's gone! A walk-off grand slam for Matt O'Neill. A 7-5 win for the Aces. And 3 batters into the resumption of this game, O'Neill's mobbed at home plates by his teammates.